Good evening, friends. My name is Pawan Kumar, as a embedded developer in CRIS, that is Center for Railway Information System, Delhi Division, Delhi Board. Friends, I have completed my MTech in embedded and IoT. Near about 7 year of experience of all these hardware and domain. Friends, I have worked on AVR, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, BeagleBone, and all. Friends, on your demand today, I just bring a small presentation on railways. Right? What is all about railways? What are the bodies of railways? What is the functioning behind the railways and all about stuff. Right? So, friend, Indian Railway is a statutory body under Ministry of Railways, Government of India. Indian Railway is the fourth largest railway network in the world, friend. Total route length is 67,956 kilometer. I repeat, total route length of Indian Railway is 67,956 kilometer. And friends, till 31st of March 2020, 71% of routes are electrified with 25 kV that I will process in our next PPT. 25 kV means 25 kilovolt that I will explain. Friends, in this particular slide, means that's all about railway. We have total 18 zones of Indian Railway, including Metro Railway, Kolkata, and we have, along with the 18 zones, we have 16 divisions of Indian Railway, and each division is head by DRM, that's a divisional railway manager. Right, friends? Here we have production units in Indian Railway. What is the task of production unit? That production unit is responsible for generating coaches, wagons in the for the railways. Friend, you can here you can see a list where you can see lots of production unit. It could be ICF, it could be Chittaranjan Locomotive Bengal, it could be diesel locomotive, wheel, diesel, modern, and rail. So friend, in this basically video I just cover three production unit. That's the first, ICF integrated coach factory, that is Perambur, Chennai. MCF modern coach factory, Raebareli, UP. And the last one, rail coach factory, that is in Kapurthala, Punjab. And friend, that's the ICF, integrated coach factory. Friend, that ICF was inaugurated by our first PM, that was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, on 2nd of October 1955. Friend, here you can see a logo, that's the ICF. Here you can see a logo, that's the logo of your ICF. Right, it means, and lots of local train you can see at the front of ICF. It means that particular rack, that particular train, that particular coach is developed by ICF at Perambur, that is in Chennai. Right, Vande Bharat, you can see this is a Vande Bharat train, one of the fastest comfortable train for all of us. So that is special design, which is the latest technology based, and that is developed by ICF. Right, friend. Basically, ICF is responsible for generating special coaches. Friend, when we talk about coaches, in coaches for Indian Railway, we have two type of coaches that we can broadly classify. So in railways, we have two types of coaches. First is your ICF coaches, and second is your LHB coaches. Wait, I will explain each and every with proper explanation. So first is ICF, second is LHB coaches. Friend, this is your ICF coach. That's the integrated coach factory coaches that were early used. Friend, that ICF coaches are conventional passenger coaches used early in most of the train, and you can see here that the maximum speed of these type of coach, that is 110 kilometer per hour. Definitely, I'm not saying they are not producing right now, but now most of the ICF are replaced by the latest coaches, that's called LHB. But still these coaches are easily visible in your near station and station out. Right, friend? So that is the ICF coach, and the maximum speed is 110 kilometer per hour. Friend, we have a second category, that's the LHB coach, that is Link Hoffman Busch. It's a German word, Link Hoffman Busch, that was developed since year 2000, and the maximum speed is near about 135 or 140 kilometer per hour. It means these LHB coaches are especially designed for passenger safety, more comfortable, corrosion free body and easy maintenance. That's why most of these LHB coaches are now replaced by these ICF coaches due to all these advantage. Friend, here you can see a Y-shaped structure is just like here you can see a shocker body. Friend, this is the advantage of these LHB coaches over ICF. How? When the train just take a curved path, these coaches are specially designed to avoid that derail due to these special structure, just like a what we call a shock absorber, just like that. Due to these special technology available in LHB coach, we avoid derail over these curved path. Friends, is that clear? Right. Second, we have a MCF, that's a modern coach factory that is in Raebareli, UP, and definitely that MCF is also that MCF is used for making coaches, and the foundation stone was laid in 2007, and the construction in MCF actually start in the year 2009. Friends, right. Here we have another factory that's called the RCF, Rail Coach Factory, that is in Kapurthala, Punjab, right? That RCF was established in the year 1986, friends, right? So now we have basically, friend, we have lots of production unit. I just mentioned three: RCF, MCF, and ICF, right? Now, how to identify the coach, that is very important, right? Friend, you can see a 5-digit number in the coach along with /C that I will explain first. Here you can see a 5-digit number. Here you can see 5-digit number, friend. So, friend, just see 15852. That's a 5-digit number, friends, right? Friend, that's very important. The first two digit show the year, right? And the last 3 digit show the type of coach. I will repeat. The first 2 digits show the year and the last 3 digits show the coach. For example, friend, if you see this particular type of coach, number of coach, the first 2 digit is 15. It means this particular coach is actually manufactured in the year 2015, and the last three that show the type of coach that I will explain here. The first, friend, the definitely the number is 15119. It means the first 2 digit show the year. It means the this particular coach is manufactured in the year 15, and here 119. It means if the last three number lie between 1 to 200, it means it's a AC coach. Here we can easily see that definitely it's a AC coach. That is clear. We move on second. If the last three number, definitely if the first two number is same, that is year, right? Now I move the last three number. If the last three number lies in between 200 to 400, it's a sleeper coach. That is 337, that you can see it's a sleeper coach, friend, right? Third, if the last three number lie between 400 to 600, you can see here 414, it's a general coach, where you can also see how do you categorize general coach. You can see a white strip along with that Z shape, inverted Z shape along with a yellow strip that indicates show a general coach. Friend, this is a simple way how to categorize your coach by seeing 5-digit number. Simple. It could be a AC coach, it is non-AC coach, it is general coach, or it's a sleeper coach. That's the simplest and the fastest way. But friend, and one more thing, if the last three number lies between 700 to 8, you can see here 704, it's a luggage coach. That we include the luggage for carry the luggage and all. So by seeing that 5 digits, you can just make a picture of that particular coach. I think that is the simple way. All right, friend. Now in the early of that early I have already shown that. Now you can easily see that 5-digit. Now what is C stand for? Friends, here C stand for coupling. What's coupling? Definitely, what's coupling? Friend, it's basically a joint. It's joint for making two vehicle attaching. For making attachment of two vehicle, we use coupling. Normally we use two type of coupling, that's a CBC coupling and a screw coupling. Friend, what is CBC coupling? That is center buffer coupling. I repeat, CBC stand for center buffer coupling, and that's a screw coupling. coupling. Right, friend, definitely CBC is much more advanced, and nowadays most of train is equipped with CBC coupling. CBC is able to transmit both the tensile and a comprehensive forces. CBC allow the vehicle, I'm talking about that particular coach, CBC allow the vehicle to move either through the track curvature and changes in the elevation, resulting all coaches are properly connected. That's why nowadays CBC's coupling is very common over the screw coupling. Alright, still most of the coaches are available with a screw coupling, but now CBC coupling is in that is in trend, right, friend? Gauge, important, friend. Gauge in Indian Railway, that gauge is nothing but the distance between the two rails. And what is the exactly distance between the two rail, friend? I'm talking about this one. The distance between the two rail, that is 1676 mm. 1676 mm, that is near about 5 feet and 6 inch. That's a standard gauge in Indian Railway, friend, that you should know, right? That is 5 feet and 6 inch broad gauge is a track gauge used in India, Pakistan, West Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Argentina and Kyle. Indian Railway today operate 1676 mm broad gauge with more than 1,20,000 kilometer of track. This is as simple as that, right, friend? So gauge is nothing but distance between the two rails. That's called particular rail, right, friend? Next, very important, locomotives in Indian Railway. All right, I'm not making things too much complicated. Directly move on a what we call a topic. We have two types of locomotive: AC based, alternating current; second, diesel based, right? So first we start with the that you can see a left side, that's a AC locomotive. Here you can see, and on the right hand side you can see a DC locomotive. Friend, how you can categorize an AC locomotive? You can see these AC wire lines. Here no AC wire line, definitely here is the AC wire lines, but there is no connectivity. So left is your AC locomotive, alternating current, and here DC locomotive, direct current locomotive. Wait, I will explain some better, friend. That's very important. When some train cross, you can see just some digit on the train, that WAP 7, WAP 7. What does this mean, friend? This is a very significant word. Every letter has a significant meaning. Just listen. WAP, wide here in WAP, W stand for, that is wide gauge. It means these locomotives are designed to run on wide gauge. It means standard gauge in India, that is 1676 mm, that I already told. It means this locomotive can run on standard gauge across India. That W stand for wide, right, friend? A stand for AC. It work on AC. It consume that AC power, you can see here. And this locomotive is designed to pull passenger train, not goods. I repeat, this locomotive is designed to pull passenger train, not locomotive. How could you know it is a passenger locomotive? Because here that's name P. For goods, friend, just see WAG, that is wide. It means this is a standard broad gauge 1676 mm. W, A stand for AC, it consume AC power for run, and G stand for good. Friend, why I make important? Because that is one of the most important locomotive, that is WAG. And here you can see 12 stand for horsepower. Just wait, that is that this not this all locomotive, all AC locomotive that consume 25 kV, 25 kilovolt AC electronic locomotive, right? So the Indian Railway WAG 12, I'm talking about this particular locomotive. WAG 12 is a class of 25 kV electronic locomotive that was developed in 2007. Friend, this particular locomotive is one of the finest and the powerful locomotive developed in 2017 by Alstom for Indian Railway. With a power output of 12,000 horsepower, I'm repeating, with a power output of 12,000 horsepower, there are twice powerful engine back to back. Friend, you can see two engine, but as a whole it's a complete one engine. But if you see individual, it's a two, but as a complete it's a single engine. You can't separate these two engines. For proper functioning, both engines should be properly connected. So friend, I'm talking about this VAC12 locomotive is completely developed at electronic locomotive factory Madhepura, Bihar. Proud to say that made in India product. Proud to say that made in India product. Till today, this is one of the strongest locomotive in term of power. You can see that VAC12, that is VAC12 means 12,000 horsepower, and you know, 1 horsepower equals 746 watt. Along with Alco and EMD are two companies that also develop what we call locomotives for Indian Railways, right friend? Alco and what we call the Alco and EMD, right? Now friend, now move to DC, diesel. Things are same. In spite of A, I use D. Wide, W means wide gauge, that is 1676 mm. D stand for diesel. Here you can't see any AC connection, and G stand for good. It means this particular locomotive is designed to carry good. This particular locomotive is designed to carry passenger. Wide 1676 mm, diesel, and this is for passenger. Again, for passenger, right friend? Important, FM, falling mark, that is one of the important thing friend. This mark is called falling mark, at which infringement to standard dimensions occur where two lines meet or cross each other. Let me finish. It's the responsibility of ALP, assistant loco pilot or driver, to ensure that engine is clear that particular FM, and a guard to ensure that the FM falling mark is cleared by the last vehicle. Friend, if the last vehicle is not clear, it may collapse with any other fast moving vehicle. So friend, to avoid that collision or accident, that's the duty of both ALP and both guard, that your train, your particular rack is in between that FM, right friend? What is last vehicle? Friend, that X show the last vehicle. That X show means your train has been completely passed, and this is the last vehicle which is just visible now. So that X show last vehicle crossing, right? This is the last vehicle, right friend? Next, pantograph. Friend, this is a pantograph. You can see here pantograph. Basically friends, pantograph is an apparatus which actually mounted on a roof of the electric train to collect power through overhead tension wire. Simple words for getting connectivity. How these electric wire having 25 kV, how we get that voltage using that pantograph. All right, that's why friend, if you see the power, that wire consists of 25 kV, 25 kilovolt. Friend, railway electrification system use AC, always AC, 25 kV, 25 kilovolt. That's why friend, inside, if I'm talking about the inside of train, internal LED or a fan or a charging point inside of train work on only 110 volt DC. It means initially we provide AC 25 kilovolt, but the electronic gadgets available inside the train, they work on only 110 volt DC. These devices, I'm talking about the LEDs, fan, charging point, these devices are specially designed to work on 110 volt DC to avoid any theft, friend. Simple. So friend, that was small video that I show. You need any information tell the topic that you want to tell, you want to ask, this can't tell. Thanks friend, thanks for watching. Thank you so much friend. I just find up all these things.